Morning everybody, it's Friday the 17th. I should have checked that before I actually looked at my watch. Anyways, thought I'd give you an update for this week. We've had quite a lot of really interesting things happening. So, get kids into survey. As you know, we're doing the campaign to energise the market, energise the industry, should I say, with these kids, you know, get the kids excited, find out. So we've had poster requests from all over the world. Sweden, Finland, France, Germany. One guy even sent me a message from Germany saying, please can we get this translated into German? I was like, sure, not a problem. So we've had some really good stuff. So I'm going to continue with the posters and come up with a couple of new scenes. So I spoke to my cartoonist yesterday, or was it Monday? Monday actually. And he actually can't fit me in until the first week of January. So I've actually booked him to start to do the new design, which is going to be winter themed. So we're going to do the winter theme and we're going to base it on Antarctica. So I've been speaking to a couple of the manufacturers to come up with some products, ideas and applications that they've used Survey, but also I'd like to thank my old friend who goes back many moons ago when we were working and living in Aberdeen, Guthrie Robertson, and I've asked him for some good contacts for hydrographic companies who I can contact. One, for getting applications and story ideas, and two, that we can jazz up this winter scene to be quite interesting with maybe sonar, as well as the survey vessels, and also my friend. I have a friend who's very high up at British Antarctic Survey, so I'm going to hopefully get those guys on board. Fingers crossed. So I also want to do a little few thank yous. Andy Roberts from Formby Surveys in Liverpool. So 2 seconds. I was on his Instagram account, so you need to have a look at his Instagram page, and saw these little beauties for the Poppy Appeal, which are just rulers, and I was like, oh yeah, I could do with some of those. So I just sent him a little message. I thought, do a swap. So he sent me these out, which was really good. So thank you very much, Andy, for those, and I sent him some posters. So I'd also like to thank Serena Ronan from Chartered Institute of Civil Engineering Surveyors. So she requested 20 posters, so they've gone in the post last week, and so she should have received them. I'd also, the next stage, just so you know, if you go onto our website, we have a page called Secrets on the top banner. That's actually our blog page. But the great thing about that is I've actually started segmenting the blogs into specific sections. So for example, if you're a surveyor and you want to know information about marketing and sales perspective from a surveyor's point of view, you don't want to be reading about blogs for manufacturers, do you? So I've actually, if you look on the right hand side of those blogs, it'll say surveyors or manufacturers. So just click on the tag, and I've started to tag those blog posts on there. So that should be quite easy to follow. So a couple of other really exciting things happening. So I work very closely with a company called Certainty 3D, who are point cloud processing people. They have a product called TopoDot, and I'm sure Nick won't mind me saying, they're very well used in the UK with Balfour Beatty, as well as many other companies, which is really good, and also in the States. So if you're over in the States listening to this, you'll have heard of Mazer, of course. Paul, he just loves the product. So again, point cloud, and they focus mainly on road corridors, so extraction of features from road corridors. Have a look at it, but also, just so you know, they have a point cloud processing conference, and this is coming up in May. I will put the link on the profile, and we're actually now the official sponsors, so one of them anyways, and so it's really exciting. We're going to go out there, we're going to speak to all these surveyors that are attending. They have a lot of the Department of Transportation guys going over, as well as surveyors from all walks of life. My task as well is to build up the UK and the Europe contacts so we can get those guys over there. So it's a fabulous conference. Ted does a very good job at running it. I've been working with Ted from Certainty3D and Topodot to set up a UK sales office. So that's going to be coming next year, so I'll probably give away a little bit too much information, but I thought you'd quite like to have a look at that. So that's coming up next year. And then from a diary perspective, I'm off to Geodata in London. That's going to be on the 30th of November. Ellie and I and Sarah's actually going, so that should be fun. And also I'm attending the survey for BIM at Rick's on the 7th of December. I was going to say November then. So again, that's another one. And then in my trip, which I was supposed to be in the States next week, that's been changed around because of Thanksgiving and the dinners and holidays and all that sort of thing. So that's going to be moved now until around the ILMF conference, which is held in Denver on the 5th to the 7th of February. Anyways, I wish you a great weekend. See you later. Happy Friday.